Alright, so we're back with another Imperative Rome Migratory Tribe series. So we got Diodamus the Explorer here. Amidst raging weather and violent seas, a patchwork ship of exotic craftsmen pulled into the port of Pisna. Aboard, a crew hailing from far-flung lands, various gaze out upon our modest harbor with poorly disguised wonder. After a brief delay, a lone sailor emerges and speaks in perfect Vandal. Espousing his gratitude that we let him dock without trouble or suspicion, he gives his name as Diodamus of Miletus, an explorer of some experience who was sent forth by his liege to discover more about the world at large. He regales us with tales of Scythia and Bactria, as well as mysterious lands far to the east, and he begs our leave to restock a small fleet with galley slaves in return for a bauble which he claims was revered as holy by a forgotten people. So, he's come, he wants some pops, I'll give him some pops. He gets his people, and I get a treasure that I could put in a holy site. I don't think I have access to any. Owned by Mampia, owned by Tyros, owned by Thebai, owned by somebody. So, I don't have it, but I've got these 5 treasures, so... and they're probably in sites. But now we're here. Eventually, we want to go to war against the Romans or the Etruscans. We don't have enough stability. We're integrating the the Soluvian pops. There's a lot of them. Now, we could have integrated the Etruscans. Now, people will tell you that technology for barbarian tribes sucks. You can see I'm here at 0.91. I have an output of 0. So I don't know how I'm at 0.91 with an output of 0, but that I do have a positive percentage. Now, what I found, and maybe I'll do it in a future series, is that if you can integrate a lot of pops that are in cities and are citizens and nobles, then they will produce research for you. And if they are the same culture group, then they are much happier. And as a barbarian tribe, you can raise your tech efficiency very dramatically. So I've done this before with the Venetians conquering Rome. They are of the Veneto or Venetic, and that's within the overall Italic culture group. And I have also done it, if we zoom out, with Batavia and taken down the Morians. So that was with the previous version, not the Marius update. I don't think Batavia could do that anymore, but maybe one day I'll create a series of videos showing how that is done. So taking a look at the world, so the high form Seleucid Empire is beefy. Egypt has accomplished their strategic goal for the most part. And let's see, Cyprus is their client, so they are in a pretty good spot. Thamud has expanded, so Avalita, Armenia is still in the game. Bosphorus Kingdom has done their thing. Thrace is maintaining, and Rome ended up taking this territory from Macedon. And it looks like Macedon may take this from Thrace. But, and Rome has expanded. Carthage is the real surprise, because I've seen lots of playthroughs where they implode early, but they have maintained themselves. And it probably doesn't help that I've kind of hamstrung Rome from being able to challenge them in Sicily, especially. So whenever I go to take Rome, having Carthage at our back is very troubling. So I've got a lot of gold, so I can hire mercs. I don't have a lot of stability, so I can't declare war. But I would rather fight Rome when Carthage is occupied elsewhere. just because that will limit the potential that they'll attack me as well. So one thing I haven't taken a look at is military traditions. Now previously in the barbaric tradition tree, the opening traditions gave you light infantry offense and defense, and now they do not. So there is concern about being able to use them. Now, so if I search these, those are chariots, this is enslavement, this is army attrition, levy size, manpower, tribesman output, fort, unintegrated culture happiness, and then light cavalry. So if we go here, I've got force combat bonus, light infantry morale is there, light infantry cost, and then light infantry defense is along this path. And then here's light infantry discipline. And then the other side of the path is archers, and then we've got a siege and heavy infantry. I don't have that. So I'm getting pretty close, and I would like to go down and get light infantry things, but I will need them. Now, one concern is that, hey, I'd like to go monarchy and republic, and my centralization is going down fast. Now, I don't have enough stability to change the law. So I've got that law active in that law. What I would like to do when I can is slow down my rate of decrease, either by turning off this law, the Omen Power Law, or adopting the coin minting initiative. I'll probably adopt the minting initiative. It will make my decrease at 0.05 instead of 0.15, and allow me to maintain the Omen Power, and then turn that one off so I can eventually go up. It'll take a long time, but I've got the time, at least now. And so we'll keep going. So aggressive expansion's going down, but the stability's going up. I'm integrating the culture. I just wanted to do that, reduce unrest in this region, and eventually I'll be able to move my capital. I'd like to move it here to Pisna. It's got the salt bonus, not really that important for me, but it is on farmland, and it has a port already. So we'll try to move it there and get our capital in Italia. Alternatively, I could move it to Corsica if I'm able to take this Carthage. Having it in Corsica is very ideal because enemies would have to do a naval assault. But I don't have a large navy, and that presents a problem. So Olympia's been sacked by Azania. I don't care. Azania, good for you. You got some gold, I presume. So one thing you'll note, I established a client here. It's Vandal and Hellenic. Influential Soluvian family. Prominent Soluvian family demands recognition. Representing one of the most influential Soluvian families, Otovius Galbus has leveled scathing accusations that the Galbic family is effectively being shunned from politics and public life by the most powerful established family. Powerless against this concerted action to undermine the position, he has now approached the government with a request of formalizing the family's statutes and privileges. Let's give them, it'll increase their speed and bring them on. So I don't have many citizens or nobles that are in an integrated culture right now. The only integration status, right? The only integrated culture I have is Vandal, and there's only 58 of us. So we're wrecking shop. So the Etruscans are beefy, but they're Hellenic, so they're pretty quiet. And also, once I move my capital over here, I should be good. So let's call on a divine sacrifice. So now stability's going up fast. I don't want to change the religions. I can choose Melkart, and that gives me National Congress info, 7.15%. I want to do that because slowly these Punic pops, Canaanite pops, are going to convert, and I won't be able to access it anymore. and so I like to use it now while I can. So we're going, you can see there, I'm pretty good. Excuse me. Aggressive expansion slowly going down. Rome is at war again with Cavia and Dardania. So the more Rome expands that way, the better it is. So I've got a potential rebellion in Corsica. The loyalty is dramatically decreasing. This guy, the governor of Italia, is not very loyal, so that's part of the reason. But it's okay. I've got enough of my tribal guys to crush any rebellion. So what I'll do here is I can only put on 10 units. And what I'll do is expand the Navy to get it to 20. Build some triremes. They won't be able to fight the Carthaginian or Roman fleet, but I want to make sure with the war goal. And Antigone Kingdom has a navy over here. So I want to keep the war goal on Italy for now. So the overall goal, right, if we go back to the achievements, Italy acted as, no, that's not what we want. Easy, that's not easy, it's not medium. It is this one, True Vandal. But we have to own Roma, and we have to have a territory, any owned territory it looks like, region of Mauritania, Numidia, Africa, or Cyrenaica. So I've been thinking, and this is uncolonized. And I believe it's the region of Cyrenaica. So if I come here and just plop down hops, I'll have that. So I can, once I take Rome, if I colonize this area, I should have the achievement. Now I've already gotten the achievement, but at least it'll show the check boxes, and that will complete it. Alternatively, I could form here. Now before it was own a province, but now it says own a territory. I believe that territories within the Imperator Rome schema are settlements and cities and metropoli. So we'll see. So these guys are decreasing loyalty fast. My Italian governor, he's got a huge power base. The region of Italia has so much. So trade hub developing. The little known city of Popluna, oh, that is fun to say, Popluna, has been gathering quite a reputation as a hub of free trade. People from all origins are beginning to flock here in order to sell their wares in our land. Whilst this is clearly a benefit to us, we should consider how best to maximize our advantage. So I can have tribesmen appear, or slaves, or have flourishing population growth. But where's Popluna? So it is under the window. Oh, it's this city. I have tribesmen. It gives me more people. Pop growth is so slow in this game. You know, I thought they didn't have contraception in those days, so it should be faster, but apparently it's not. So Diodamus, the expert explorer. So he went away, and now he's an expert. Across hill and dale, valley and brook, the expert explorer Demodamus, of Miletos, has once again made his way to our border. The haggard Macedonian looks every bit the worn traveler, clad in frayed cloak and threadbare sandals, yet the twinkle in his eye tells of a wealth of knowledge hidden behind his craggy face. Asking only a small sum this time for his continued travels, Demodamus offers us beautiful gilt candlesticks, which he claims to have sourced from a mausoleum belonging to a fallen king beyond the Indus. So it's interesting they call it a mausoleum. I thought that mausolus came after this period. So they wouldn't have called it a mausoleum, but I could be wrong. As always, anybody can correct me. So 79 for this journey. 79 gold. I've got 1237. Take it. Enjoy. Enjoy your goals. Continue your journeys, Diodamus. So I'm almost up to 20 ships. Let's see, 20 ships should allow me to put 20 cohorts. I believe that's the math. So our neighbors' wonder is an object of envy. The people speak of superior, dangerous talk. We would do well to heed the mood of our people and refocus our efforts on creating our own monument. Or if all else fails, we all could take Roma from a neighbor. So I can lose stability, gain tyranny, lose popularity. I'll get a claim on Roma. I already have a claim on Latium, so it's not like that really helps. So I'm going to move there. And I also want to add more ships to the Navy, because whenever I fight, they're going to get destroyed. So having some extra ships. I just want to be able to move one 10K stack around. What I like to call a migration unit. So I did not remove these pops or change their culture. So that's why they're all unhappy. That's why I want this to happen. This thing to fire, the revolt, and so I can crush it. So now we're going, stability slowly rising. I'm still integrating the culture. You can see they've grown to 202. And one of the reasons they'll grow is, if we look at the cultural, you can see they're in my previous homeland region and over here too. So because of that, they're going to attract migrants from everywhere else. If we click here, we can see how they're spread out, and it almost exactly matches my domain. So I want to keep them coming in. Like I said, they're not Hellenic. Integrating them will make them convert to Hellenism faster. And then at that point I could de-integrate them if I wanted. I got some barbarians coming. After these come and crush us. So Corsica still wants to rebel. Fine. So once I get this 20 stability, it's probably not a bad idea. So I've got ships. Oh, so apparently I built ships on this coast. And they're out of my range. But I want to get the 20 stability and then take Latium. So they're allied with Syracuse and Alea. But one thing, let's get a claim on Tuscia. Is there a way to get a claim? Let's see my government. So I can summon them in October. I'll summon them just to see where they put a claim on. They wanted claims over here, maybe because my capital's there. But saving PI at this point is better. So my client will get demolished, but that's fine. It engages the Romans over there, so they have to worry about their back. But Carthage is really what I'm worried about. So they are just quiet. I don't know why. They should want to either take, this was called Calabria in the previous version, but now it's called Brutium, which is probably closer to the historic name. They should want to take that area, and they should want to eliminate Tordulia and connect their land. I was supposed to do that. Oh, spread of ISIS. An Egyptian ship has docked at the port in our city of Antipolis, carrying a priest of the ISIS cult amongst its cargo. The Egyptian goddess has seen a growing cult in her honor, with all the rites and celebrations one usually sees among the mystery cults of the Greek pantheon. The cult is certain to set their sights on Syria if we let them, and start sharing their teaching among our locals. Though we have heard a lot of good things about this cult, maybe it is for the better. So if I let the priests come in, I lose stability, and they'll keep coming in, and they may offer some benefits. But if I don't and bar them, then I lose popularity. I still want my aggressive expansion to go down, so we'll lose the stability. It's already low. It's going low, can't go any lower. Um, and I'm not in a rush to declare war with Rome, especially with this revolt about to happen. So I got an event to increase stability. So Imperator Rome giveth, and she taketh away. So now they're integrated. The Saluvians, there's 203 of them. So that boosted their happiness to 46% and will reduce unrest in that region. And they will convert faster. So if I go to my religions, you see, there's almost equally split between Hellenes and Druidic religions. And as I colonize Corsica, that will keep Canaanite pops coming as Corsica goes down currently. So replace the stockpile in Arminium. Yep, that's fine. Let's check. So they're going down fast too. My governor isn't helping. He's very disloyal. So the Romans have hired some mercenaries. So when they hire mercenaries, you can see they hired a 13K stack. That means they're fighting somebody. So let's see who they are fighting. So they take on all this tribal confederation. And they're fighting to take Dendaria. They will do that very shortly. You just have to put that fort down. But now would be a good time if I had the stability to attack them. But I don't have the stability. And they got some mercenaries going by. This guy's pretty good. 13 with 27 cohorts, very large. So he could put a real hurt on me. Let's see, other things. Take a look at the cities. So I could extract pops here and there. And I might do that before actually fully engaging Rome. But, our stability being so low, aggressive expansion being high, let's keep it going. I can always extract them when I'm ready to fight Rome. So this is 24. How many are in here? 26. So with this 10K, let's see, Nicaea has 21, and they have 25. So there's lots over in my home area. So let's move over that way. Keep some guys at this now, and then that way we can let's trap those pops and have full strength when we go for the Romans. Surprisingly here, it's Ligurian. Amazingly enough. So, and maybe Carthage will declare war on the Romans. So we'll see. While they're fighting in the area. So I'm very close to 200 military experience, probably about time to do that. Oh, I was talking about the sacrifices and the loss. So it's going down 0.15. We could slow that down, but we will lose stability. Like I said, I like to keep stability. I need to keep it above 20 to engage in an opportunistic war. So here, it's maybe the opportunity. So Nepete has now rebelled. And they're free. I can't declare war on them. And my council, let's see the council, what I call them. No, let's see if I summon them, what happens. I'm a war council. So Selastia, boy, and then will tell you, So, won't lose any loyalty with anybody. So I'll say a bunch of fools. So with Nepete, I will fabricate a plane. I don't want to use PI, but since Rome has lost them, it's an opportunity to take a weak opponent because Carthage is just sitting there quiet, which is scary. See if they want to kill me. No, they don't want to really kill me, but it doesn't mean they won't try if they get the chance. So now the rebellion Corsica is going down in 24 months. Got it. So one thing is that I can't pull pops out if it's disloyal. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. That's another reason why going to war right now is probably not a good idea. But we will go to war with Nepete when we get the opportunity. So let's move over here to Antipolis. So those two cities we can pull out pops, and let's see. This one is Sluvian and Druidic, so they're probably pretty quiet. Yep, it's positive. The Etruscans all the rolls. Now moving the capital. Yeah, I think the loyalty needs to be pretty high to move it. And I need 80 PI, which I don't have. So we will let that go. All right, so you can see here I can't call Merkard anymore. I don't have enough Punic pops. But since I do want to go to war soon, and I'm going to hire mercs and keep them because you never know when. So I'm going to do the mercenary army maintenance. You never know when Carthage will decide to declare war too. So I need to finish off Nepete quickly, and you can see they're building another fort. So Diodamus is back. Once more, the legendary Diodamus has shown his face at our border. This time he travels by haggard-looking galley. Claims to have spent last year traveling about the coast of Gaul, even as far as Germania and Hibernia. Yet again, he brings wondrous artifacts said to bestow the blessings of the gods upon those who touch them. We can't be sure of the practical effects, but our people certainly seem to believe them. So Hibernia is Ireland. So that's very interesting. But I will take the local fort defense stuff. I could have recruited him, but yeah, who cares? So since I am about to go to war with these guys, I can move them there. And I'm getting close. So let's extract pops out of our non-capital. Let's see the pops. Gallic, 13. Corsican, Macean, Vandal is 1, and then Druidic is 16. So if I drop down 20 pops, okay, that should be enough. So it's Vandal and Hellenic. So it costs us 5.61, so you can see it costs more. So let's change those pops. And if I can get this 2165, do a divine sacrifice, get that to 5 before I start the war, I can withdraw some more because they still should be Vandal and Hellenic. So I've got Casus Belli against Nepete. Like I said, I'm going to wait a little bit. This fortress completes in May, so I don't want to lose stability, so I gain some. Let's see, have they made an alliance with anyone? No. So I'll move this there. That should be their capital, and that should be enough to take them out. And I can pull pops there, 558. I may not have to hire mercs for this. And then, if this could get to 5, I could also pull the pops from here. Because this should have some Vandal pops. Huh. It's like none. It's okay. So that's not their capital. Nepete must be their capital. I guess that makes sense from their name. Yep. Okay, so put this guy here. And then another guy here. And declare war. So the Carthaginians will probably declare war on me while I'm doing this. And if that's the case, then that'll suck. So Corsica is going to rebel in 4 months. So I took their capital. That was easy. Even though I'm going to get the local tax, I'm going to pillage. That way I can get some PI. So there's some more stability. And pillage. I didn't do enough pillaging in my Etruscan war. Yeah, I lose tax income, but like I said, tax is not that critical in this event. So, pillage. So now they got 4 ships out here. It's a good opportunity to take advantage and take some ships. Let's see if I do boarding tactics. And then harassment is the best. So that's what we're going to do. Let's see if we can take some ships. We might lose some ships. Boom. So we got 1 and we got a prisoner. So that's a free ship. We'll build to the Navy, make it an even 40. So Corsica is leading an independence war against us, and I'm right on top of it. So I need a person to end this. This I need to end quickly, because Carthage they'll form an alliance with Carthage, and then next thing you know, I'm fighting Carthage, or the independence of Corsica. Oh, so his army has come back here and freed up his capital. But that is not going to help. So convince him it will be well. So the Romans gave him free passage. So let's see, military access to Nepete. So I don't like you for that, Rome. That's very not nice. So the military experience is all the way up. So we're going to choose this so we get the light infantry morale. So the Romans, so that's already won. Asclepio's temple, it's not a big deal. So the Nepete war is over. Are they Etruscan? No. The Pontic and Druidic. How did he get in charge? The autocratic monarchy, they're Hellenic and Etruscan. But for some reason he's in charge. Okay. So, I don't need Etruscans. I'll banish them with a class. So, one thing here is I have a lot of Etruscans. This will make them more unhappy. But even if I pass judgment on an important family, I still get annexation of our people, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so now that's done. So pause. So now we've got Nepete is done. This fort, I'll leave it. And we're right bordering with Rome. So Maribald knows best. Yep. No loyalty for migratory units, doesn't matter. Just because we can do it. Now, he's taking forever to siege this down, which makes sense. I mean, they're not very good siegers, so I can't remove this commander. He's going to go back here, because I'm going to extract some pops there. And this guy is going to go there. So Veneto came to my aid, and they went through the Boy lands, so that confirms that they can do that. And my client can't do anything because they don't have a harbor. So let's see. Carthage is now at war with Gelas on Sicily, the island of Sicily. And they're at war with Ascabrion. It was probably a revolt. Where the heck is Ascabrion? Is that Ascabrion? Is this Ascabrion? Oh no, it was my former client. That was going to happen. So, of course, the siege is taking forever. Maybe he'll run out of food before he actually finishes. These units don't do well in siege. They're just light infantry. But they finished. So now we're back. So you can see Corsican will sue for peace. Major power, yes. And banish shows a class. That's it. Alright. So now we're at peace. There's 13 pops here. We're settling and extracting here because we're not going to have them annoy us anymore. So we've settled there. Now there's 33 of 36. I can get some political influence and stability. That's fine. So Maruti clan has made it up. Extract those pops. Move my navy. And pick them up. So breakthrough. We got some technology. I've got clan. These guys have 4. They've got a lot. The Hill did Dennis. So I've got to move some of those guys out of positions. So are they here? Yeah. Hill did Dennis. So, okay. And then can I get a, so the Sigids, who's the Scorn family? So there's no characters for the Scorn family. So I'm going to leave it the way it is. If they want me to colonize something, I'll colonize this. That'll give me more Canaanites. And there you go. Alright, so dismiss these guys, commanders. Eventually go to war with Rome, but not right now. Right now, probably want to change the law, keep the sacrifices back up. Because Rome and Carthage probably aren't going to fight for a little bit. Alright, well, I think I'll end it here, and then we'll move on. Alright, thanks.